Hey everyone, it's Darby from Blue Television Games, and recently Layers showcased this game called Runiya. This is a game that's still in development now, in which you can make your own games, basically like a Zelda maker for the PC. One really cool feature is you can actually replace the sprites in the game, allowing for mods where you can actually make your own Zelda game. I, of course, decided to make a Mario-themed game using these mods. So I'm going to show you my quests that I've made today. Let's go ahead and check out Super Mario Quest, a game I made in Runiya using mods. Be sure to check the description below for a link to the Patreon page in which you can back Runiya and start playing today. Also soon on the Patreon page, my game that I've made will be available for download, including the mod, so if you want to make your own little Mario adventure, you can. To start things off on my campaign, you're in this little locked room, which more than anything, it's used for a title screen, which I have Super Mario Quest up at the top. Also have a little sprite of Mario giving the peace sign, and a couple of little stars which will slowly flash. The only way to get out of this locked room will be to open the chest in the top right. I also have included some pipes and question mark blocks to give it that Mario feel. Mario finds a key in the chest and can unlock the door and start his quest. There's a Goomba down there, but Mario cannot jump on his head like usual. He can't hit these question mark blocks or bricks either. He can't go through this rock, he has no choice but to go left. Now he's faced with his first real challenge. He's got these little paths with Goombas patrolling. If he's smart, he can stop where the gems are. They mark the safe spots here. Mario can let the Goombas go by, go up and collect more sweet rupees. I couldn't replace the rupee animations with coins yet, but as soon as I can I will, but it still works for an RPG feel. We found another chest, we're gonna go ahead and open it up. Mario got some bombs. He can press X to use the bombs, he can also select them in the inventory. Alright, let's try to blow some stuff up. I hope you guys have noticed that I actually changed the bombs into bob-ombs. They flash red just like in Mario and blow up. I found some more. Let's try to blow up the shell again. There goes the shell. Let's blow up these question mark blocks too. It's pretty cool seeing a bob-omb in the game. I blew up the grass instead of the question mark block, but the cool thing here is items randomly come out of things when you destroy them. So we found a rupee under that piece of grass, and then we go ahead and blow up the question mark block. One more try. It's a stubborn one. There we go. We found another one. Let's head right. We have one bomb left, and we want to use that to blow up the rock that we saw earlier. Sneak by these Goombas real quick. We can go down here and blow up this rock and open up a brand new path. We still don't have any weapons or any way to destroy enemies. Now we have to go down, but there's something blocking us. But if you hold down, you can actually push these blocks. I did this on purpose to show new players that they can push these blocks and solve this little block puzzle down here. Push this one down, push this one down, this one to the left, and this one to the left, and we have a new path. Once we go down here, you gotta be a little more careful than I was or you'll die. We've got some spiny shells spinning around. This is the tougher of the two enemies. So far you can only mod 2 enemies in the game, but there'll be more moddable enemies soon. We found a sword. We have a way to defend ourselves now. So now we can attack these spiny shells with our sword like so. These take 5 hits to kill. The enemy it replaced, it took 5 hits to kill. So that's why it takes so many hits to kill these spiny shells. But I thought it was appropriate because they look like a tough enemy. In the other chest, we find some more bombs, which could come in handy. Let's go ahead and try to take out this shell too. One more hit. There we go. We also slowly get experience as we go from killing enemies and sometimes from destroying things. So we can destroy certain blocks now, like the question mark blocks and the bricks, and a lot of times we'll find items hidden underneath. We have another spiny shell in our way. Let's go ahead and take him out. 5 hits. There we go. Now we'll head right. We can destroy this question mark block to open up yet another path. And now we have some Goombas running around here. In the tall grass, it looks cool because they actually kind of sink into the grass. Once we go up here, we find yet more bombs. We have plenty of bombs to blow up the rock on the right. We'll go ahead and see what's behind this brick. Nothing. Go over here, we can take this Goomba out and check this question mark block. And we get nothing out of that too. Now we have one more Goomba to take out. Let's knock out this rock first. Let's try that one more time. There we go. We now have a path into this castle area. First, we're going to take out this Goomba and check out this other chest. Also check behind tall blades of grass. We found a key in the chest. Let's go over to the left and check behind this grass. Sometimes you'll find some good items underneath the grass. There we go. Now let's head into the castle. Do note all the music you're hearing isn't edited into the video, it's actually modded into the game. So if you play this game, you're going to hear all these cool BTG remixes as you go. It's actually raining now in front of the entrance of the castle. We have another spiny shell that's a little tricky to get by. And since we are at a castle, or as many times in Mario they're called fortress, I had to make some frog statues to make it a froggy fortress. We also have some Bowser statues and some lava. We'll go ahead and open up the door and enter the next area. You'll notice lots of these things from different Mario games, like the tile floor from Super Mario Bros. 3. We have munchers. We have the spiny shells. Again, this is probably one of the toughest rooms in my campaign. It's really easy to get hit here. If you pay attention to the rupees, you can kind of guide along and you're in the safe spot. But if you attack any of those guys, sometimes it can get a little tricky. I have a lot of these rooms where the enemies follow a specific pattern to make them a little bit easier to get by, plus it just kind of looks cool. I use the munchers with the little fire in the corners also, just to give it kind of a similar feel as you go through it. I thought it kind of tied all the rooms together to have some similar elements. Once again, we have the lava there, which I used a water tile, I replaced it with the lava, but eventually there is going to be lava added to the game. Now we found a happy room which has tons of rupees and another chest, as well as a heart container. Now we have 16 out of 16 HP. We've also found a shield now, so Mario has something to defend himself. Now we need to backtrack. We still need a key to get into the next area, which will actually complete the campaign. We have not found the key yet. Once again, we gotta take out these spiny shells to get back through. I don't know if eventually you can set enemies not to respawn every time, or maybe you can put a timer on them so it takes a while for them to respawn. But in this early build of the game, they always do respawn, which definitely makes it a little trickier, although you have infinite lives, so it's not really a huge deal. Once we get past the spiny room, we also have this room with Goombas. I did kind of mess up the podiums on the right a little. They shouldn't have black lines through them, but it doesn't bother me too much. Next, we head up into the room surrounded by note blocks. We also have some spiny shells following the same pattern across the stage. A couple more frog statues, and also a question mark block and a brick we can break, hoping to get some goodies. Now we can go right or up. We're going to go ahead and head right first. We have a spooky little hallway here. But, lucky for us, we found another bonus area with some good items. Lots of heart containers, which will put us all the way up to 25 HP. Once we snag the heart in the middle, we go up to 27 HP. Now we can head back as a stronger Mario and hopefully save the princess. Take that spiny shell out. Take that spiny shell out. Now he's got a little Goomba to handle. The Goomba's dead, we can head up. Alright, this is the final room in my campaign. It's definitely one of the trickier ones. We have to take out all these enemies to get up to the chest. One of the chests has the key to finish the campaign. The other just has more bombs. It's definitely a little bit tricky to get through here without dying, but if you're careful, you can even use some of your bombs to help take out some of the enemies. Once you do take out the spinies, it does get a little easier because all the enemies in this area do follow a certain path. We can sneak up here real quick and take out these spiny shells. Once he's down, we have easy access to both chests. We got the key, so now we can go through the final room and complete the campaign. And we got more bombs, which might come in handy just to take out some enemies on the way. Alright, so we can take out that Goomba, we can battle these guys, or we can run for it. We got plenty of HP, so if we get hit a couple times, it's not a huge deal. We're gonna take out these Goombas. And then we're back to the insanely hard room. This probably should have been the final room, but I did really like the way this room looks. I love that they all follow a little circular pattern here. If you get them lined up just right, it makes it a lot easier to take them out as well. We place a bunch of bombs down here, stab, 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 collect more bombs, and now we can enter the final room and save the princess. And there we go. Super Mario Quest has been completed. We have Mario give him the peace sign yet again, and we've rescued the princess. She's so excited that you saved her, she is speechless and not even slightly moving. Alright guys, let me know what you think of the campaign I made for Runiya, as well as the Super Mario mod I've made. What kind of mods might you try out when you get the game? Be sure to check the description below where you can find the Patreon page, and if you'd like, you can back the game and get an early copy and start playing today. And don't forget, pretty soon you'll be able to download and play Super Mario Quest on Runiya. Be sure to hit the like button and subscribe by hitting the button in the top right of the video. Also to the left is a couple other videos from BTG I think you might like. Thanks so much for watching, and until next time, I'll see you around.